to the Sennheiser stand. How's everyone doing today? Very good, very good. My name is Greg Beebe, and I'm the Director of Professional Audio segment at Sennheiser. And I would like to take a moment to say, if you don't know who he is, I'd like to introduce our co-CEO, Andreas Sennheiser.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, welcome everybody to this year's NAMM show. It's exciting to see old familiar faces and new faces every year. For me, it's not about introducing new products. Greg will take care later, and also Wolfgang will take care of that. For me, it's about explaining a little bit the idea behind our 3D audio initiative Ambio that we've started 3 to 5 years ago. And at that time we saw that there's a lot of new production ideas coming up with augmented reality, virtual reality and other immersive formats where everyone was just focusing on the visual. Everyone was really focusing on how to make a great 3D picture. So we saw that we could use our knowledge that we've gathered for the last 20 years in 3D audio algorithm and try to apply that to that new world. It's a very tiny world still, but it's something that we believe will really take off very soon, and the last few products that we've launched have already been a proof point of that growth. So to take you a little bit on that journey is, it started 5 years ago with the virtual reality microphone that we've introduced here as a prototype, and it became the standard for single point VR production very quickly. And then we focused on educating also and learning from customers how to record in 3D audio with Ambio recording blueprints. Then we introduced new software to actually monitor and listen to how 3D audio sounds when you want to listen into such a microphone. And then we started pairing up with other companies like Dear Reality, the company that is just here displaying their new mixing software, to allow a seamless production workflow for 3D audio. So you see, the idea behind Ambio is not just launching a product. It's about giving the industry ideas and gears and software of how to produce and then later also listen to a new realm in the immersive audio space.
Is the SK6212. Yeah, this is the latest addition to our digital 6000 series. But it's not just a pretty face. Can you imagine 12 hours of operation time? Yes, he did say 12 hours. He did. 12 hours of operation time. Can you imagine unprecedented performance, equidistant spacing? This product, it was so successfully launched that we brought our prototypes to the West End in London. We showed it to them. They didn't give it back. In fact, it's currently being used on the West End show Bodyguard.
Thanks, Greg. Well, welcome to the world of Neumann in this case. As you see me here, I'm using a Sennheiser wireless system. I'm talking about Neumann making wire-bound microphones and studio monitors, as you know. And I'm holding something in my hand, and that's the Premiere, the first Neumann studio monitoring headphone, NDH20. This product is available here at the booth. You can test it. It's a product which is a consequent conclusion of what Neumann stands for in terms of natural sound, very balanced sound for studio work. And it's a product which we have available ex-stock as of today. So I'm introducing something which is available to you guys here from now on. And it's a product which has a lot of advantages. It's foldable, so it's easy to carry this around and put it into your pocket. And it's a headphone which is having a very balanced sound when you listen to it. It's not colorating the sound like you do in the hi-fi world. It's really a professional tool, and it's made for mastering, monitoring, for editing everything you do in a professional way when you produce music. So I hope that this will be a smashing success, and everybody of you who wants to test it, we are selling it ex stock right now. Second thing is a new subwoofer. The subwoofers we have been introducing to the market with our Neumann studio monitors are very big. For larger studios it's not a problem, but for smaller environments, and we are having more and more home studios where people produce music, this may be a challenge to have a subwoofer of a big size to put it somewhere into your room. So the subwoofer we have been introducing right now, the KH750, it's also to be seen in our booth there. You can actually have a listening test to it. It's got a DSP function inside. We are delivering a corresponding software with it so that you can embed it into digital systems for 2.1 and 0.1 stereo. And the subwoofer is, the driver is a brand new development made for Neumann, designed for Neumann, and specified by Neumann R&D. So it's not something we buy in the market and just build it into a housing. It's a typical Neumann-owned product.
And I'm here at NAMM showing off all of the AKG microphone products. Here at NAMM we are showing both our live instrument microphones and live vocal microphones, which this year you can listen to from our dynamic line of mics to our condenser line. Last year at NAMM we won a Tech Award for the C636, which is a master reference live condenser microphone. And it's got some terrific features, including exceptional handling noise, feedback rejection, and a really superb pop filter. So those were all enhancements based off the original C535, which was a studio condenser microphone. So we're here with the live microphones. Over here we've got our drum mic bundles, and this is the drum set concert system, or drum set session system that we have here. So if you need a drum set mic package for rehearsals, for project studio use, for doing live remotes, or just live performance, this is a beautiful set, very appropriate for that application. We have two steps above this, which are the concert set, which includes some of the microphones that are on the wall, including the D112 as the bass drum microphone. And then at the high end, we have a premium drum kit, which utilizes the D12 VR. So we've got three different levels of mics. I'd like to discuss with you right now the product that we're introducing here at NAMM this year. It's the DMS 100 and 300 digital wireless microphone and instrument systems. And they are both secure systems, so not only are they great for small venue use, for live performance or in a house of worship or a small business application, but if you have a need to keep your communication private, these products feature 256-bit AES encryption. So you get that peace of mind knowing that your communication is quiet. One of the things that you'll notice is a difference in the displays between the two systems. The DMS 100 system can operate up to 4 simultaneous systems, and they're denoted by the color of the LED here. And the DMS 300 can address up to 8 different ID channels, and you can synchronize those using an RJ12 cable. And so you can use up to 8 simultaneous DMS 300 systems. Both of these systems sound fantastic. They feature 24-bit 48 kilohertz audio. So not only are they speech optimized for presentation use, but they're absolutely fantastic for vocals and music, live performance, and in recording of live performances. One thing you'll notice in the display on the 300, it gives you additional information such as the relative remaining battery life. So you see that both in the transmitter and in the receiver as well. So, and in the case of the instrument system, that comes with a guitar cable. So if you've got electric guitar, electric bass, you have a portable keyboard that you're carrying, or other instruments, you can utilize the instrument set for that. AKG also makes a wide range of headset microphone products. These are all options that can plug in seamlessly with either of the instrument set belt packs. So if you have a headset mic, a face mic, a lavalier microphone, even those gooseneck microphones, if you're a sax player and you want to play remotely on stage, it's a really terrific option that we offer. Okay, and we're over at the AKG booth. We're in the vocal booth. My colleague Dan Garcia here is working the show and managing this space. And what we're featuring here is the C12, vintage C12 VR microphone, which is a master reference tube microphone. We also have the C414 XL2, which sonically, it's a condenser microphone that was designed to sonically mimic what the C12 provides in a tube. Next, we have the C214 condenser microphone, which is a single pattern cardioid microphone. Great for live performance and for studio recording. And then if you're doing project studio work or podcasting, we've got one of the perception microphones, the P220, in here as well. So you're welcome to come inside the booth.
We're really happy to be showcasing our drum packs. Now we have 4 drum packs available. 2 are in what I consider my Pro series, which is more of our cost-effective line, and 2 are in our Artist series. The thing that's kind of cool about these is there's 2 4-packs and 2 7-packs, depending on how much coverage you need on your kit or how big of a venue you're playing. We'll go through them real briefly. The Pro Drum 4 is all dynamic, so it features 2 tom mics, a snare mic, and a kick mic. And this is going to be really good for smaller clubs if you're playing out live where you wouldn't typically mic your overhead cymbals or hi-hats. It's also great supplement if you're doing any home recording work. The Artist Series Drum 4 is a little different. Now that's going to come with a kick mic, a snare mic, and 2 condenser mics. Now those condenser mics are going to be really nice because in a live environment, like say you're a jazz player, kick, snare, hi-hat, overhead, or you could do stereo overhead, or you can do a recorder man setup for recording, which is going to give you a really wide stereo spread with only 4 mics. Now when you get into our Drum 7, our Artist Series and our Pro Series Drum 7, we start to fill that line out for more toms. We're going to see on the Pro Series, you get 2 condenser mics, so now I have my overheads, toms, kick, and snare. On the Artist Series one, same thing. You're going to have 2 condensers, 3 toms, kick, and snare. Those are our new drum mic packs here from Audio Technica, the Pro Series and Artist Series drum packs.
And I want to show you some of our new microphones that we have here for NAMM. So MXL's been making studio condenser microphones for over 20 years. But in the last few years, we've taken a big effort to move into podcasting and gaming and more multimedia content. So what you're looking at here is some of our podcasting setups. So here on the right, or on your left rather, we've got the MXL Blizzard 990, which we released last year. It's supposed to be a holiday promotion, but we launched it in the winter, and it was so popular that it became a year-round microphone. So what we did was we expanded upon that with a new Blaze 990, which you're seeing here in red. So this microphone has built-in red lights. It's really great for accentuating any studio setup or podcasting rig with that nice red glow. So in a dark room, that light will really shine a nice red emitting glow. It just gives a nice punch to any of your studio setups. Also, you're looking at here our BCD stand. This is an articulated boom arm. It's really great for mounting your multimedia microphones. And some of our classic, this is the BCD1 mic here. Really nice end address microphone, really good radio tonality mic for any vocals or any podcasting where you want that classic radio type setup. And then here in the middle, we've got our MXL Tempo microphone. This is a very popular USB condenser microphone. This is a side address mic. Very, very popular for podcasting, for gaming, for Twitch streaming, any kind of vocal voiceover work. That's the MXL Tempo USB mic. So this is our podcast setup here for NAMM. We're really excited to show it here at the show, and thanks for listening.
I would like to introduce you to our latest and newest addition to the family of products, which is Access Wireless Digital, which we just unveiled. So Access Wireless Digital is an entry-level digital wireless system, which is basically replacing a cable. And we're aiming two main markets. One is the musician market, so we're aiming at vocalists, at bass players, guitar players. And the second market is the audio for video market. So we're aiming at mobile journalists, everyone using a camera, a DSLR camera, doing YouTube videos, etc. So the beauty of the product is its ease of use. It's working at 2.4 gigahertz. It just has one button. It's doing all the automatic linking and frequency finding on its own. And depending on the use case you're working in, so for instance, if you're a vocalist, we have a vocal set containing all the accessories you need, which means a transmitter plug, a receiver plug, as well as the accessories such as belt pack clips or even a microphone if you don't have a microphone yet. So we're covering the basic connectors which you need, which is XLR, 3.5 millimeter and 6.3 millimeter. All of the plugs are interoperable, so they connect to each other. And then lastly, the pedalboard receiver, which is not there yet. This is the only item which you can't order as of now. This will come around June, which is aiming at the guitar or bass player. So this goes down into your guitar or bass pedalboard and acts as a receiver, including a tuner.
And we're showing off some products that we're really proud of. The first, and the ones that have been receiving probably the biggest buzz overall, are the Dante Avio adapters. Now, what Dante is audio networking. We're putting audio on a standard computer network so you can send it where you need to go and do so without any noise, any interference, and have incredibly great performance that you now control with software rather than running cables from point to point. So these devices here, Dante Avios, are the smallest ones we make. So they're little devices that allow you to get 1 or 2 channels of analog on or off the network in a dedicated adapter. We also have them available for AES-3 devices. Put that on your network so you can use that. And we even have USB. Now the advantage of all these adapters is that they enable you to take analog gear or AES-3 gear that you have and now put it on a modern audio network. So you don't need to have a product that's got a Dante interface built in. You can now add it and add it really cost effectively. So the Dante Avios have been a huge success. People are using them all over the place to run Dante devices and make Dante devices out of older analog gear. And that's Dante Avio. Okay. The other product we're showing here at NAMM 2019 is the Dante Domain Manager. Dante Domain Manager is for networks providing security and user authentication for audio. So now you can manage your devices on your audio network just like an IT person can manage computers on a regular network. So this means you get user authentication. This means you can keep people who shouldn't use the system from using the system. It means you can divide things into logical zones and have audio that's carefully managed for just a particular room or zone without worrying about connectivity to other places you don't want it to be. And you can assign users to use that zone and be certain that no one's going to come and change any settings they don't want to see changed. Dante Domain Manager offers IT-level security and encryption for control to make sure that your audio network stays intact, and stays secure, and stays running, and allows you to run very large networks with multiple subnets with real-time audio networks, something that nobody else can do.
Welcome to our booth at NAMM 2019. Wow, 2019. So we're in front of our PCM portable recorder display, and this year we have 2 new models to show you. At Sony, we've been making portable audio recorders probably since not much after I was born. We used to make them cassette-based, and then mini-disc, and then RAM-based recording, and they've just gotten better and better and smaller and smaller. And at this year's show, we're showing a brand new model called a PCM A10. It does 2496, has microphones that go out to 40K frequency response. They are aimable, so you can do wide orchestral kind of stuff. And it's Bluetooth remote controllable, and even you can offload your USB and charge it up just by shoving that into your computer. But the best part about it, it is so small, it just goes right in your pocket. And the best audio recorder is the one you always have with you, I like to say. So in that regard, it's really kind of nice. But I mentioned the remote control and the Bluetooth capability. If you think about it, one of the challenges with any portable audio recorder is you always want to get the recorder as close to the sound source as possible to get the highest quality. But you can't always stay there with it to double check your record levels. So you may be always worried, oh, I guessed at a record level. Well, here, from up to 60 feet away, with a free app for iOS or for Android, you can now monitor the record level, and as well, you can adjust the record level remotely. And so I can see, oh, look, I'm overloading, and I better lower it down, so you can do that as well. And I can even touch it off and make it into a VU meter style. And there's a lot of remote control, other additional capabilities, start, stop, do a rehearsal, so it'll automatically come up with the correct level for you, all these kind of things. And so that's the PCM A10. Additionally, we're also showing a new model called the PCM D10. The PCM D10 goes out to 192K 24-bit. It also has adjustable and aimable microphones that go out to 40K frequency response for high-res style recording as well. And we've added 2 XLR connectors onto here, each with individually assignable phantom power, which is kind of useful. And in this environment, we're even showing those XLR connectors hooked up to our new C100 high-resolution studio microphones that go out to 50K themselves. Could be for a podcasting application, could be for a situation or a school, or people that want to record choirs and orchestras, and so that's an idea there. But in addition, this record volume is a dual concentric, so you can individually adjust both right and left record volumes. So that is also remote controllable via our Bluetooth app for monitoring level and for starting and stopping recording, for example. So that's basically our 2 new portable PCM recorders this year at 2019 NAMM. And if you'd like more information, please go to sony.com/proaudio. Thanks very much.